All right, good evening. It's 5:30 and we'll start our Planning and Development Committee meeting that was called this week. In attendance tonight, we have Tim Prater, who is the Director of our Planning and Development Department, Danny Roberts, who is our City Manager, Councilman Danny Ford, myself, Lisa Newberry, and we are missing Councilman Bill Duvall tonight, who is out of town and couldn't attend at such short notice. So tonight on the agenda is going to be, we're going to mainly discuss the sign ordinance to address an issue that the folks that own the new Logan's Common Shopping Center has asked us to consider changing the sign ordinance so that they can attract more new businesses to some of the vacant retail space they have there. So Tim, would you like to present?
Yeah, we received, or we've been in correspondence with the new property owners, company called Big V, and they've always had an issue out of North Logan Commons with their signage because what they were allowed to have and the amount of signage that Lowe's required to go in has always put them in a pinch on signage. They do have a new tenant that's going to be leasing that whole back building that's been vacant ever since they built it. But one of the catches is they got to have some signage. So what I had wrote up was to increase the maximum height for our sign, which is under section 111-73, and to increase the square footage of the monument sign. And it's only going to be for principal freestanding signs in planned multi-tenant office, commercial, or industrial centers. So this wouldn't affect standalone businesses. It would just be the multi-tenant shopping centers.
Okay.
And Tim, I think you said earlier to me before we started the meeting that it was 15,000 square feet.
Yes, that back building is approximately 15,000 square feet. This tenant would take the whole building.
And just so everybody knows, the tenant is Pop Shelf.
Yes.
Have they announced that yet?
I just did. Guess it matters.
Yeah, I mean, they knew that they had sent it to us in correspondence, and
okay.
You know, so.
So how soon will they, if this has changed, how soon will they start moving in or start renovating? And
It'll probably be after the first of the year. I don't see them doing it before Christmas, but they will have to get building permits. That building, only the shell has ever been CO'd, so there's nothing inside that building. Mm-hmm. So they would have to go in and finish it out.
Okay. So I think what you're showing us here on this is
that was their rendering of what they were wanting to do.
So we're not adding an additional sign. We're just increasing the size of the existing sign.
Correct.
Okay.
And what I proposed was the max of 400 square feet for the signage. They're actually asking for 397.5. But that would also increase the height from 15 foot to 20 foot.
Okay.
And they also sent me a little clip because they've been out there doing a lot of work updating that complex. And I think they're going to play that for you. They went and changed all the parking lot lights to LED.
They did? They've done that already?
Yes.
Okay. I know they told us back in the summer on that Zoom call that was one of the changes.
Yeah, and it does make a big difference.
But they were also going to change the landscaping.
Yeah, and I think they're getting that plan ready, but they was going to see what was going to take place with the sign because they're going to have to totally rebuild the sign.
Oh, okay. Did Lowe's also change over to LED so everything matches?
Yeah, everything in the parking lot was changed.
Nice.
It is for the record, Lowe's is not part of it. I know you do that.
Yeah, because I remember we talked about that on the call with them back in the summer. Is the one area back the only thing they're concerned about? Do they have other tenants moving in the other spots?
Yes, they're working on that. They also said that, I'll let this play right quick. They also said that they've been able to extend the leases for Dick's Sporting Goods, Office Max, and PetSmart since they took it over. I know there was some issues out there about Dick's maybe leaving that shopping center, but they did. They were able to get them to stay, and
Good.
I think they said it was a 6-year lease now. So
6-year lease? Okay.
So the new property owners are really geared up to get that shopping center full.
That is definitely the impression we got on that call this summer with them. They did not buy it to have vacant space.
Right. And this new tenant, it's my understanding this will be the first one they're opening in Georgia.
Nice.
And the mayor, just so y'all know, has been in contact with them about the restaurant. We've expressed the big desire for family to sit down, so they are looking at that. So when we met with them last, we told them that, if we could get the city council to extend the signs, that would help, because no company's going to come without signage.
Mm-hmm.
So not only does this give the new tenant, but also you can see it gives new tenants some space to advertise as well. So like you said, Lisa, if we're going to do it, let's make sure we do it where we can cover enough for this. And I told them, send us what they have for the spaces available. So we're not coming back to y'all in 2 months, 6 months. So this is what they sent us as the request. So it should fit their need.
Okay, and I guess when you give us this amendment, this is the proposed, this is the current.
No, that's the
ordinance.
proposed. That's the
Okay.
proposed
So-
changes.
What in here changes?
Under section 1, the current ordinance says maximum height shall be 20 feet. I mean 15 feet, I'm sorry. And we're asking to change it to 20 feet.
Okay,
Under section 2, the red highlights are what's going to be, or what we're asking to change,
okay.
with a maximum of 400 square feet.
I'm surprised. I would have thought they would have wanted something a little bigger. Does that mean every tenant that they put in there is not going to want their name on the sign up front?
Well, I believe this covers all the tenants.
It does? It's big
Yeah.
enough for that?
I don't know how many units they have vacant, but that's the message we gave them was Pop Shelf was the one they were most concerned because without a sign, Pop Shelf won't come, they said. This is contingent on them coming. And then I said, well, if you have any more, you need to make sure there's room for it, because originally it's smaller. Tim and I said, if you're going to do it, tell us what you want and do it once, not twice, 3 times. So where it says signage, I think they're vacant. I don't believe the current, let me look. No, the current one on this sheet, the bottom is what's current there. And there is 6 tenants.
Yeah, it's my understanding the signage is tenants that doesn't have any signs at the moment. And then you have the new tenant space, or 2 new tenant spaces and Pop Shelf, which would be 3. So there'd be 6 total.
Like Mindy's could possibly go on theirs now. Who else is out there? Isn't there a Barbara, Beauty Salon, Tim, or
Yes.
Supplies? It's not on there. They could possibly go on there. But
Yes.
this would be up to them, of course, not up to us. But I do know Pop Shelf was contingent on having a sign.
Is that sign that they wanted, as you show in your picture here, that's the size that they've agreed upon, Pop Shelf?
Yes.
Okay.
And 20 feet, I mean, I'm looking at this room, is that, would you say it's 28 feet from floor to ceiling? So that's gonna be a monster-sized sign out there.
If it's
20 foot is, I don't think it's quite that high.
12
But it's,
inches, so
yeah.
I can see. Yeah, the window's about 20 feet.
That's a big sign.
We count 5 blocks below, that's what it is now.
Yeah, I mean, they're only raising it 5 feet.
So really 2 blocks below the sign is where the current sign is, so you're just going from there to that.
And I think I already know the answer, but this is staff recommendation
Yes.
to go to 400 square feet. Okay, I don't have any other questions or concerns. You, Danny?
No, I don't.
So we'll need to make do we need to make a vote tonight? The 2 of us?
Yes, to bring it to the council.
Okay, so I'll make the motion that we bring this ordinance change for the council at next Thursday's work session and council meeting.
I'll second that motion.
That's all I have.
Any more discussion?
Any more discussion? Any opposed? We take a vote?
Motion
Okay, it